You are, Daniel. Your phone is buzzing on the table again. It's your father. Third missed call in a row. You already know why he's calling. He saw the message you sent in the family group chat this morning. I won't be coming over every weekend anymore. I need that time for myself. The call times out. A few seconds later, a long text appears. You open it. Wow. After everything we've done for you, this is how you repay us. You can't even give your own family a few hours on the weekend. Unbelievable, Daniel. You've changed. I didn't raise you to be this selfish. Call me. We need to talk. Instantly, there's pressure in your chest, heat in your face, that old panic. I have to explain. I have to make him understand. I can't let him think I'm a bad son. Your thumbs start flying. I'm not trying to be selfish. I've just been really tired, and I have so much going on, and I didn't mean it like that. It's just that you stop. You stare at the half-written paragraph. Backspace, backspace, backspace. For the first time in your life, a new thought appears. What if I don't explain anything? There it is, the bill for your entire childhood. He's not asking a question. He's collecting payment. The room suddenly feels different. This is the day you stop explaining yourself. Tonight, you are Daniel in 3 arenas of your life. Your family, your job, your relationship. In each one, you'll see 2 versions of yourself. The old you, who explains and defends. And the new you, who is short, calm, and unapologetic. By the end, you'll understand. Explaining yourself is rarely about truth. It is about power. Evening. You finally call your father back. He answers on the first ring. Hello? His voice is already sharp. What's this about you not coming over anymore? What's going on with you? You swallow? I've been really tired, Dad. Work has been crazy, and I need some time to rest and focus. And it's not that I don't want to see you, it's just, you're in the courtroom already. He's the judge, you're the defendant. Tired? Everyone is tired. Daniel? When we were your age, we didn't complain. Every weekend you've been here, and now suddenly you're too busy. For your own family, your heart starts racing. You try to fix it with more words. No, it's not like that. I'm not saying I'm too busy for you. I just mean, sometimes I need time for myself too. It's not that I don't care. I just so now we're a burden. We raised you, fed you, supported you. And now you can't even respect us enough to show up once a week. Fine, don't worry about us. We'll manage. There it is. Guilt as a weapon. Not information. Punishment. Panic. You can't stand that tone. You rush to repair your image. No, Dad, that's not what I'm saying. I respect you. I'm grateful. I just meant maybe not every weekend. Just some of them. Because whatever. Daniel. I don't even know you anymore. Do what you want. The call ends. You stare at your phone, feeling sick. Maybe I should have explained it better. Maybe I said it wrong. You didn't say it wrong. You just agreed to stand trial for asking for a weekend. His story was, you not coming equals betrayal. Your story was, I'm setting a basic boundary. The second you started explaining, you stepped into his story. He became the judge. You became the accused. Every extra sentence was you begging for a lighter sentence. But there's something Marcus Aurelius understood 2,000 years ago that you only now beginning to see. He was the most powerful man in Rome, emperor, philosopher, Stoic, and yet his own family criticized him constantly. His court thought he was too soft. His generals thought he was too cautious. His son Commodus thought he was a fool. Marcus could have spent his life explaining himself, defending every decision, justifying every choice. Instead, he wrote this in his private journal. It can ruin your life only if it ruins your character. Otherwise, it cannot harm you, inside or out. He understood something brutal. Other people's opinions of you, even family, are not in your control. Their disappointment is theirs to carry, not yours. Your father's anger about your weekends, that's his emotion. His expectation, his story about what a good son does. You explaining yourself doesn't change his story. It just makes you a character in it. Marcus Aurelius chose differently. He made decisions based on what was right, not what would make people stop being angry. And that's exactly what the new you is about to do. Now, rewind. Same day, same text, same guilt. This time, you notice the panic rise. You don't move. Later, you call. What's this nonsense about you not coming over anymore? What's going on with you? You speak slowly. Nothing's wrong. I just won't be coming every weekend. So you're too busy for your own family now. You let there be a beat of silence? No. I'm just using my weekends differently. Short, calm. No essay. You're reporting reality, not asking permission. After all we've done for you, you're this selfish. Guilt spikes. You feel the urge to pour out an explanation. You don't. I'm not being selfish. I'm making a choice. He's poking your good son button. This time, you don't dance. So you don't care about seeing us anymore? That's not true. You stop there. You don't dress it up. You don't beg him to believe you. I think it's disrespectful. But like you said, it's your choice. Yes, it is. You end the call. The discomfort is still there. But under it, something else appears. The guilt didn't disappear. You just didn't pay with your freedom this time. Thursday evening at the office, you're packing your bag. Your manager, Karen, walks up with a folder. Hey Daniel, quick thing. Can you stay late tonight and finish the Henderson report? I need it first thing tomorrow. You know this pattern. There's always an urgent task. It always lands on you. Tonight, I actually have plans. She gives a soft, disappointed smile. Oh, I just thought you were the kind of person who goes the extra mile. You did such a great job last time. I was really counting on you. Your time is cheaper than mine. That's the real message. This is not praise. It's a test. Your stomach drops. You start defending yourself. I mean, I can try to move some things. I already told my friend I'd meet him, and I've been staying late a lot, and I'm kind of exhausted. But if it's really urgent, I guess I could. We're all busy. I just thought you were committed. But hey, if you can't do it, I'll find someone else. Or just do it myself tonight. There's the hook. Say no, and you're not committed. Again, you panic. No, I'll do it. I'll stay. I knew I could rely on you, Daniel. You're a lifesaver. Your evening dies under office lights. If I didn't explain, I'd look lazy. You didn't prove you're not lazy. You proved your time is negotiable. On the surface, she asked, can you stay late? Underneath, she asked, will you drop your life when I want you to? Your long explanation answered, yes. Machiavelli would have seen this trap from a mile away. In The Prince, he wrote about power. Not the kind you're born with. The kind you build through strategy. And one of his core rules was this: never make yourself too available. He said that princes who were always accessible, always eager to please, always rushing to prove their loyalty, those princes got used. They became servants in their own courts. The ones who held power. They made others wait. They set terms. They didn't justify their time. Machiavelli watched it happen over and over in Renaissance Italy. The rulers who explained themselves constantly were the ones who lost their thrones, because explanation is submission. When you list all your reasons for saying no, you're handing someone a checklist of objections to dismantle. And when you say I can't, and stop there, you're stating reality. not asking permission. Karen doesn't need your life story. She needs to know if you're available. And Machiavelli would tell you, the second you're always available, you lose your value. Scarcity creates respect. Rewind. Same office, same question. Can you stay late tonight and finish the Henderson report? I need it first thing tomorrow. Excuses line up in your head. You don't use them? Oh, I can't tonight. I already have plans. Oh, I thought you were the kind of person who goes the extra mile. I was really counting on you. She's tugging on your identity, the good soldier. I do go the extra mile. Just not at the last minute. You keep your identity, you reject the manipulation. Well, this one is urgent. Then it needed to be on my desk earlier. No apology. No nervous laugh. Just reality. She looks at you for a moment. I'll see what I can do. She walks away. Your evening stays yours. You just taught her a new rule. Your emergencies are not my schedule. 1 week later. Same office. Karen walks over with another folder. Hey, Daniel, I'll need the Henderson report by Thursday this time, so you're not stuck here late. Can you take it? Yeah, Thursday works. She walks away. People don't only punish boundaries. The right ones quietly start respecting them. Late night, you're on the couch. Your partner, Mia, is next to you. Scrolling, jaw tight. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm fine. Your chest tightens. It doesn't look fine. What's going on? I just think it's interesting that you had time to reply to your friends, but not to my message. Your heart drops. You rush into defense. I didn't mean to ignore you. I just got distracted. Then I was in a meeting. Then I saw their messages first. And there's always an excuse, Daniel. I feel like I'm not a priority. It's not you, replied Late. It's you are not a priority. Straight to identity. No, you are a priority. I'm just bad with my phone. I would never intentionally make you feel like you don't matter. If you cared, you'd try harder. She's not asking for truth, she's asking for worship. You're giving it with every extra sentence. You keep explaining. The more you talk, the colder she gets. Because the frame was never you replied late, it was, you don't care about me. Your explanations don't change the verdict. They just prove you accept the court. Nietzsche saw this pattern everywhere in human relationships. He called it slave morality. The constant need to justify your existence, to prove you're good, to defend your character against every accusation. In Beyond Good and Evil, he wrote about people who live their entire lives seeking approval from others. They don't act, they react. They don't define themselves. They let others define them. And the weapon others use? Guilt, shame, emotional accusations. Nietzsche said, the strong person doesn't waste energy defending who they are. They simply are. When someone accuses you of not caring, the weak response is to list all the ways you care, to beg them to see your goodness. The strong response is to separate behavior from identity. I replied late, and that's what happened. It doesn't define how I feel about you. Nietzsche would tell you, the moment you start justifying your love, your loyalty, your worth as a person every time someone feels insecure, you've handed them the keys to your identity, and they will use those keys every single time they want control. Mia isn't asking for information. She already knows you care. She's asking you to perform, to prove, to submit to her emotional state as if it's objective truth. The old you does it. Every time, the new you acknowledge the feeling without putting yourself on trial. Rewind, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. It doesn't look fine. What's going on? I just think it's interesting that you had time to reply to your friends, but not to my message. The old reflex appears. You don't follow it? I saw your message late. I replied later than you wanted. And you don't think that's a problem? I think it bothered you? We can talk about that. It doesn't mean I don't care about you. Behavior versus identity. You're not letting her fuse them. Well, it feels like I'm not a priority. I get that it feels that way. It's not true, but I'm not going to argue with how you feel. So that's it. You don't have anything else to say? I care about you. That doesn't change because of one late reply. If you want clear rules around texting, we can make them. But I'm not going to prove my feelings every time you feel insecure. You're not cold. You're refusing to put your entire identity on trial. The air is heavy, but for once, you're not begging to be seen as good. You drew a line between what you did and who you are. Step back. Old, you explains to your father, until you're drained. You explain to your boss until your time isn't yours. You explain to your partner until you doubt your own worth. Every room is a courtroom. Everyone else is the judge. New, you states your boundary to your family. You say no at work. You acknowledge feelings without putting your identity on trial. Same people. Same conflicts. One shift. You no longer believe you must explain yourself to deserve respect. Marcus Aurelius taught you. Their emotions are not your responsibility. Machiavelli taught you. Availability without boundaries is weakness. Nietzsche taught you. Stop justifying your existence. Explaining isn't always about truth. It's about keeping your spot in someone else's story. The more you over-explain, the more you hand people a map of your fears. You show them exactly which buttons to press. Short, clear sentences become your armor. I've made my decision. I can't do that. That's not accurate. That's how you feel. It's not who I am. Not every emotion someone has is a bill you must pay. Now watch how the new you moves through the small moments. Why didn't you pick up my call yesterday? I couldn't. What's up now? No backstory, no apology show. You moved from the past to the present. Oh, someone's too important to join us for lunch. Not today. You walk past, no extra words. Jocasua Pan disarmed. You didn't explain your choice. You lived it. You're really not coming to the party. Everyone's going. Yeah, I'm sitting this one out. Suit yourself, and that's it. No 20-line justification. Just a choice. In the past, all of these would have turned into speeches. Now, they're just moments. No courtroom, no trial, no defense. Your silence used to mean fear. Now it means, I don't owe you an explanation to exist. Now look at your own life. Where are you still living as the old you? With your family. Do you write long messages every time you set a boundary? At work, do you list every reason when you want to say no? In your relationship, do you constantly defend your love, your loyalty, your character? Right now, if you were commenting on this video, would you type Old Daniel or New Daniel? And be honest, who do you over-explain yourself to the most? Family, boss, partner, or friend? The last time you poured your soul into a long explanation, trying to prove you're not a bad person, who were you talking to? The day you see the pattern is the day the pattern starts dying. This is the day you stop explaining yourself. Then, it is the first day you start living as someone whose decisions do not need permission.